Hello everyone and welcome to Crimes and Punishments. It's a Sherlock Holmes game, and as far as I can tell, it's just a story game based around Sherlock Holmes' adventures. And I can't really tell if it's open world. It doesn't look like it's open world right now. It's just a story game. But I've just started the first mission, and it's what happens is so far I haven't gotten very far, just like a couple minutes. But what happened is we were at Sherlock Holmes' apartment, and a report came in about a man. Actually, we can look at it right now. Here it is. Peter Carey. Okay, Black Peter was born in 1845 and he's 50 years old. He achieved great success whale hunting in Scandinavia, and he's retired in 1884, and he moved. Still figuring out the control. He moved to this plot of land, and he was murdered. And so now we have to investigate his murder. So let's figure out what happened to him. What happened to Black Peter? Okay,
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
it was. Which means...
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Yes. Which means... he well maintained the garden. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
We don't want to jump to conclusions, so we're not going to choose as a gardener. We're just going to start off very simple. Anything unusual.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
It doesn't seem like it's going to help me, and I still don't want to jump to conclusions, so we're going to do this one.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Oh dear, okay, when was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock. I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
So, 7 o'clock, the door was open. Interesting.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
So, it wasn't some... okay, fine. So it wasn't somebody close to him. It was obviously somebody broke in. So I'm guessing
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Yes, there's no gardener. Just gonna... Okay, it wants me to examine the face. Is she lying? And this is not doing... You can tell that she is lying because she's looking straight into his face. I'm gonna call out right now. She murdered him. There we go. Yep, that's the answer. Okay. Okay, so what does it want me to do? Those words are out of focus. So I don't really know what this is asking me to do. Oh. Birdhouse. Gardening gloves. What are those knives? Crested. What is that? It's like a journal or something? Okay, then that's an odd name for that. Here we go. Oh, don't mind me. Catholic.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Oh yeah, this video isn't gonna be very long, just 15 minutes maximum. Just so I can get started and hopefully not make the things too long or too boring. Okay, so we're done talking to her. Let's go investigate the yard. It's a bicycle. Okay, he was exercising. It's very good. You.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Okay, if I want to talk to you, that's all you say. Okay, good to know. It's behind here. Oh, can I not? Okay, I can't walk that way. Okay, go. Your roots are too much for me. Can we go examine the cabin?
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Examine the lock.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, that's what I meant to do. What the heck? Let's me do R1. Door. What is this supposed to be? R1, do a circle. What is this asking? What the heck? Okay. Oh, examine. Okay, there we go. Can figure that out for a while. Okay, anyways. It does look scratched. Look at that. Okay, want to examine the door. This is a wonderful door, but not quite sure what it wants me to do. He was a capable gardener. I don't know what that's really anything. I don't know why I mentioned that, but okay. Oh, whoa, what? Examine
These
the scratch.
scratches are fresh.
Get close.
You're right.
Okay,
Someone
never mind.
tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Okay, so he didn't have the right. So inexperienced. Oh,
What a terrible way to die.
okay. So let's examine the evidence then. Sperm whale tooth.
The tooth of a sperm whale. Probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Probably.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter
Till he
Carey
retired.
was her captain.
His boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
I don't know how this can help you, but okay. It might. I don't know. Ooh,
Old
navigation
navigation
tools.
instruments. Nothing interesting.
Examine the table. Okay, so he was. Oh, tobacco and drinking.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Tobacco pouch. Be honest with you, never heard of a thing, but. Oh, okay, so.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Peter Carey.
Rum. A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Yep, we know that. Okay, let's go back. I mean, we should probably. Oh, what does this say? Oh, this is your ship's name. But let's examine this first.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Yeah, it was his wife. Did you know I think it's his wife? Because he has his tools with him still, and his wife took the tool and killed him. I mean, wait.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
I think it might have been himself because he's holding it like that. Notebook. Alright, well before we look at the notebook, and that is all we have time for today. It was a very short video, but that's okay. Until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you again.